Definitely undisputed, for sure. Collect the rest of the belts, then go ahead and move to 54 and do the same thing up there.
I gotta ask the Bud fans something. I wanted to ask the Bud fans something. I gotta ask the question because y'all already know how I am. Y'all already know what it is. Out of Crawford, are Bud fans worried about Jaron Boots Ennis?
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up.
This is a valid, legitimate question. Are you guys worried about Boots Ennis? We've seen his, I guess his big press conference with Cody Crowley. It's unfortunate Cody Crowley isn't an opponent that's like a bigger name, but Cody Crowley did say, for what it's worth, he's willing to die in the ring to do what it takes to get the win over Jaron Boots Ennis. So he's going to be giving his all against Boots. But is Bud Crawford fans worried about Jaron Boots Ennis? Now, me, Bushido, ain't worried at all. I know what Crawford is on. I always acknowledged Boots Ennis. Even since the day he first kind of arrived on the scene, I always acknowledged him like, yeah, this kid got it. He checking a lot of these boxes. He could be a guy that could potentially give Crawford a very tough fight. But what I noticed is that a lot of the Crawford fans, and I'm a Crawford fan, so let's not get it twisted, seems to be somewhat intimidated by Boots Ennis. I know what's going to happen once you put them dudes in the ring. Now, I'm not going to say the longer it takes, the better chances for Crawford. I'm not going to say that. But I know what's going to happen if they put him in the ring right now. But let's say 3 fights from now. Eddie Hearn's little plan. Boots Ennis supposed to fight 2 times this year at least. Cody Crowley and probably somebody else. At the very least 2 times this year. So going into 2025, he'll be looking to probably push for a fight with Crawford, him and Eddie Hearn. Turkey Alashiki. Is the Bud fans worried about Jaron Boots Ennis beating Terence Bud Crawford at 37 years old? I see it as Bud is has a plan right now. Boots is probably part of like a plan B, so to speak. Bud is on part of a plan to get that undisputed at 154. I think that's ways more than a fight with Boots Ennis. And about time he's done collecting all those belts at 54, he'll be primed and ready. He'll still be probably primed and ready for Jaron Boots Ennis. I would like to believe that Crawford's going to try to make this undisputed run at 54 as fast as possible. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably don't want to stick around and box it too much longer. Yeah, that's Boots. He got the same hair.
For sure. Collect the rest of the belts, then go ahead and move to 54 and do the same thing up there. Definitely undisputed, for sure. Collect the rest of the belts, then go ahead and move to 54 and do the same thing up there. Definitely undisputed.
He even got the hair like Bud now. You know what I'm saying? I think the fight is going to happen after Crawford done doing what he needs to do. I think it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen now, and there's really no way around it. Especially with the Turkey guy involved, there's no issue with money anymore. You know what I'm saying? You can't say money is the issue. You can't say anything. It's just a matter of Crawford wants to do what he needs to do. And, Eddie Hearn is on his little thing on building Jaron Boots Ennis. He's going to try to build Jaron Boots Ennis, get him some fights under his belt, get him active, and get some money in his pocket, and then push for a fight with Bud. But I still get a feeling that a lot of you guys seem to be kind of intimidated by Boots. I never was intimidated. I acknowledge that the kid is really, really, really fucking good, really talented. Has a lot of potential, but he's kind of unproven. You know what I'm saying? Boots is kind of unproven. You know what I'm saying? He's unproven at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? He's checking a lot of the boxes. And I don't want to be the guy sitting here shitting on Boots now, and then 5 years from now, I'm one of his biggest fans. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I feel like if he gets in there with Crawford, it's going to spell inevitable doom. Crawford is just one of those dudes that you may have to catch him at the right time if you can catch him at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Despite how good Boots is, despite what everyone thinks, because everybody thought that Errol Spence was going to get up in there and run Crawford out of the ring and chinny check him and all this stuff, and none of that stuff happened at all whatsoever. One of the strongest dudes, probably at 147, 154, probably physically one of the strongest guys, probably from middleweight on down to like down. He's probably one of the strongest fighters as far as strength. That's one thing that people kind of overlook in with Crawford. He's extremely strong. He's a strong dude. I think even right now at 36, which is not necessarily old, as we saw from Lomachenko, he looked really, really good. Had that good, just everything. He still looked like Lomachenko. 36 years old now isn't necessarily old today, depending on the fighter and what type of fights he's been in. But Crawford is a bad fight for Boots right now. You know what I'm saying? And I think by them playing it out like this is the best course of action for them because he has time on his side. Like I said, he's unproven in a lot of ways. He's unproven as far as fighting a former champion, it's a lot of things that he's just unproven. How well did he take a punch? Could he recover from adversity? It's a lot of things, but he's willing to put it on the line against a guy like Crawford. I say go for it, but unfortunately for them, Crawford has this undisputed run at 54 that he's trying to do. Belt, bro. Energy changed. They got something to lose now. Jaron Ennis, a father, knows that, my son could probably go up in there and beat Terence Crawford. But then there's a chance that Terence Crawford might beat my son too. And right now, we got Eddie Hearn behind us. We got the IBF belt. We can pave our own way. We don't got to deal with Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? That's the fucking reality, bro. Crawford is a good thing to do for clout chasing right now. They don't necessarily even gotta fight Bud. They don't even gotta fight Bud Crawford. Actually, that'd be a fucking stupid idea to fight Crawford right now. Hold on, let's see what Bozy said.
Some of the stuff was being exchanged,
Right.
Maybe a little too disrespectful.
Right.
Did you think that added an extra motivation, I guess, in Jaron?
Oh, no. Jaron laid back cool. He cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It just didn't me. I was saying it to his manager. I mean,
do you kind of wish Cody was a little bit meaner? Like, he's so nice.
No,
he's practically like, yo.
But that's how he is. You know what I mean? That's why, I respect him like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's like,
Canadians are real nice. What I've learned about Canadians, they are really, really fucking nice people. I have never seen a mean Canadian ever. Like, think about all the Canadians you ever seen that's famous. All real nice people. Just real nice fucking people. I mean, they just nice. But Jaron Ennis and them was nice dudes too. They real humble. They're not about to be out here acting a fool, talking crazy, none of that.
he's just like us. We don't talk no smack. You know what I mean? That we want to do this, we want to do that. You know what I mean? Or we don't talk like that. You know what I mean? We stay humble, and you know what I mean. We're trying to do working in the ring. That's what we do.
Lastly, my last couple set of questions. Obviously, you guys focused on defending undisputed. I know the Crawford fight, something that fans want, but
everybody want it. Yeah.
But it seems like the narrative might be twisted. You guys actually have a lot of respect for each other.
Oh yeah,
it's more just a business.
Yeah, I like Crawford. That's my man. Him and Spence. I like both of them. Good fighters, man. The best out there. You know what I mean? One of the best, man.
But even with all that, it's just obviously the business, right? And maybe Turkey.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to talk to Turkey Lashik?
My son had. Yeah.
What do you think about maybe him possibly helping funnel some of the things that?
I heard that though, but I don't know how true that is. I mean, I've heard that he's going to offer him a lot of money or whatever. But Crawford doing what he's supposed to do, man. You know what I mean? Trying to get the money and get out. You know what I mean? He done made his bones, man. He done did what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? And I understand that though. You know what I mean? So I'm not even really talking about fighting Crawford right now because we've been one of that a lot. Well, you know what I mean, and it didn't take place, so we're just gonna move on.
Do you think that's probably better to create your own lane versus, this idea that, the fight fans kind of like, you have to take out this guy, and if not, essentially,
I ain't going about what the fight fans said. We're gonna try to clean the 147s out.
Yep.
And after the 147, we're going to 154. After 154, we're going to 160.
Awesome.
And we might hit 168. It all depends.
Well, I don't want to take too much of your time. Really appreciate it. Any last message?
Yeah, so Jaron from Fight Hype, man. Asking Bozy the good questions. That's what Bozy said. That's my first time hearing it. They kind of like I said, man, he seems pretty content with the situation. You know what I'm saying? They got the IBF belt. They didn't really have to put no resistance in getting it. They just had to wait. And they got the IBF belt. And now they can just collect the rest of the belts and be undisputed in one class and try to move to the next. By the time that happens, Crawford probably be done with boxing. And it'll be an open lane for Jaron Boots in it. So I don't want to be the guy that's trashing Boots and his father and all that now and then be a big fan later. You know what I'm saying? Because Boots Ennis is dope. You know what I'm saying? I just like, could he beat Crawford right now? I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? He shows a lot of promise. Checking a lot of the boxes. Very disciplined, always in the gym. You never gonna see him out here drinking, doing nothing stupid, crazy. None of that stuff like Ryan Garcia is doing. He's a really humble kid. Disciplined in a lot of ways. He's similar to Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we gotta see how Boots looks. You know what I'm saying? Now he's gonna be going up against some bigger, tougher guys. Cody Crowley's a bigger, tougher guy. So we're gonna see how long Cody lasts. We don't expect him to last the 412, but we're gonna see. And we're gonna see how Boots Ennis does from there. You know what I'm saying? Do he beat Crawford right now? No, I say no.